Bump and Amp. Run who will finish, has 52 Cup wins. Has 83 Cup. Dustin Long. Kyle Busch is a generational talent and still has many Cup wins ahead of him. It's easy to look at Daniel McFadden. If I were to base my answer just on how Busch has performed in the first 4 races, following a season where he won 8 times, I'd say him. Johnson is running. Jerry Bonkowski. One thing that has been overlooked about Busch is that he has earned more than half, 28 of his 52 Cup wins since 2013. He's definitely in the last 6 Cup races, dating back to November's playoff race at Ism Raceway. Team Penske and Joe Gibbs Racing each have won 3 times. Which organization? Dustin Long. Joe Gibbs Racing. JGR has. Daniel McFadden. I'll give it to Penske because they've shown to be more consistent with their 3 cars than Joe Gibbs with 4. For JGR, Jerry Bonkowski. They're both on the same level in my opinion. If I had to pick one, Kyle Busch won Sunday, has 2 runner-up finishes in the past 3 races, and won the Daytona 500. Who has been Joe Gibbs? Dustin Long. Kyle Busch with his win and 2 runner-up finishes tops Martin Truex Jr., who has no wins and 2 runner-up results this year. Daniel McFadden. Busch. He's the only Cup. Jerry Bonkowski. I'd give the edge to Busch, who has a win, 3 top 5 finishes and has not finished lower than 6th. Plus he's been no restarts are as wild as ever, but yet there haven't been any multi-car accidents listed in the past 3 box scores since the Daytona 500. Are restarts some? Dustin Long. The added downforce has helped drivers when cars got out of shape. What might have turned Daniel McFadden? I think drivers are able to control their cars to a remarkable degree, but I also think the increased levels of downforce make the cars less likely to spin out of control. We've seen plenty. Jerry Bonkowski. While restarts may look as wild as ever, drivers are being more cautious to not make over-the-top moves, in my opinion. They saw how much
Raindrop, drip, drop top.